Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you? Hey, just want to say welcome to all the folks dialing in live from our YouTube account and our channel and our Twitter/X channel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. For those that are picking this up on the recording, remember we start at 8:45 Eastern AM, Monday through Thursday and most Fridays. We do sometimes I take Friday off. Um, if you're interested in one of our trials, $7 30 days, you can find it on the website there. Sure, love to have you for those 30 days. Ask lots of questions, learn about the chart setups we look at. Okay. All right. Let's get started and let's look at some charts. All righty. So let me just click on, where is it? There it is right there. There we go. Hey, good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome, Jim, JW, Julie, Santana. Good morning. Joe, Liv, Tommy, Rod, Sonny. Good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. So, welcome to Thursday, March 13, 2025 here. I've got this chart up because I want to point out our T2123. Outside of, indicators I use, I used to say I don't use indicators, but truth of it is I do. For instance, I use candlesticks. That's an indicator. I use that. I use a couple moving averages on my main chart. But one that I consider, for me anyway, a true indicator would be this right here. And on TC2000, it's called T2123. I watch this on the hourly chart, and it helps me with the market, what direction it's going. And members in the room from time to time will say, man, this thing, it tells the truth. Yesterday, somebody said that. It just tells the truth. It does. And what it does is it tells you when stocks are moving down or moving up. It's real simple. As a group, the power, the strength. Where is the elephant rolling right now? Well, the elephant is still rolling down. That means you're going to have better success shorting. When the elephant starts running uphill, well, it's going to be kind of hard to find it here, isn't it? T2123. There you go. Like that right there. Then that is when you want to be predominantly bullish. It's just a terrific indicator on a TC2000. So for those that have TC2000, go check out T2123. Okay. All right. So bottom line, it is still saying that the sellers have control. Now over here, I've got VXX, and VXX has been acting pretty darn bullish for a while here. There we go. You can see how we just keep popping up, kind of wobble there, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Notice how green we are here. When we pull back, we'll get a little bit red. Well, we're a little bit red here, a little bit more, and price is underneath that red dot. So it is possible that the VIX is starting to lighten up a little bit, not be quite as energetic to move up, not as much fear out there. It could be. We still need to see a bit more proof, and we've got zero proof over here. So this is where I think a lot of caution needs to be. Let's wait for those signals. So if we look at the SPY, we're down at these three little lines I have here bunched up together. That's my 50% level from wherever to wherever. And right now we're sitting at 50% of the 2024 April lows, which is over here. So if we just draw this line from the top down to the bottom, meeting with those lows over there, we're at that 50%. So what does that mean? Really not a damn thing. It really doesn't. Because what matters is if the bulls take control, because right now the sellers have control. See how much, see how we've been below the T line? T line is this black line right here. We can't, we haven't even been able, the bulls haven't been able to muster up enough energy to even move over that 8 exponential moving average, which we use an awful lot. In what, 15 days now? So does this mean anything? No, not really. It's just one of those things that I have on a chart. Maybe. And then if we go over here to T2123, another indicator, and this just shows we are extremely oversold. So extremely oversold. We're down at an important level. And even this, take a look at this. If we go back, look at the weekly chart. Yeah, there we are. Weekly chart right here. This is, we're close, close. We could go down a bit more, but we're close to that 2022 high right in here. We're close. Does that mean anything? Not really, because it really comes down to price. So we need to see price have some follow through, bottom line. Right now, what I would like to see is price move up and test the 200 period moving average. Then I would like to see it do this. In a perfect world, I'd like to test it and actually pull back, put in a higher low, and then break out. Sorry, got a frog in my throat this morning. And then once we break out, this will become the tradable bottom. And then I think we could have something. Until then, I'm afraid the sellers still have control of this market. So any kind of relief rally we see, it's just a relief rally. Okay. So we want to watch that. Qs, and I am still long my Qs. We bought some, and we're kind of even now. We bought some Qs here, sold them, and then we bought them back here, or was it we bought them back here, I guess. And now we're kind of hanging here, looking for a little pop to the upside. I will dump them if they don't work out, but I would like to see them move up to that 200 period moving average and do a little testing. The diamonds, nothing. I mean, we're again, with the indices. Actually, I haven't looked at IWM, but I will. The Qs, the SPY, the diamonds. We're at those April lows right in here, 2024. Now all we need is price to get going. Wow. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at that IWM here, and we'll put that on there. So let's do this. We'll just take this line, go up to this top, and we'll put that 50% there. Let's go to the weekly chart. So we're kind of playing with some 2019. There's 2020. Well, there we go. No, there we go. Yeah, we're kind of close right here. 2023. Really, IWM is not doing too much. Although we are, look at that, we are at the weekly 200 period moving average. Again, does that mean anything? No, not really. Not at all. Not until price starts moving. Price needs to recognize, oh, look, we're at the 200 period moving average. Shazam, we could bounce off that. But until price can see it and move, it really means nothing there. Hey, MW, how are you doing? Joe, how's Joe doing? Vernon, how you doing over there? Thank you for being here from our YouTube and our X channel. Appreciate that. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. I've got a couple. First of all, here in the room, Santana, good morning. You posted out here bright and early this morning, CGC, long. Is that right? Good morning. Yeah. It's forming, for the watch list. Yeah. Here we're down real big, and then, we come down to a low, and now the bulls start moving us up slowly. Nice rounded bottom. anybody can be long in anything. You just have to have a plan. We're so close to that 50 period moving average. I would probably prefer over that. And then, if that happened today, we would end up with something like that right there. And that would just be very exciting if you ask me. So, yeah, I mean, long, but probably more for the watch list. And then target would be up here at that 200. You also pointed out iTub, and thank you very much for these. Appreciate it. iTub. iTub is in what we call a rounded bottom breakout now. I love that. It's just a matter of, do you want to buy it here or do you want to wait for a little bit of follow through? I love this chart. This is right up my alley. Rounded bottom breakout and all. Here we pop up, nice sideways move. Beautiful. I like that one there. I've already flagged them. Thank you very much. Hey, Bal, how are you? You're looking at OKE short. Yeah. Let's do this. Where are we? We are, if anyone follows the cloud, we are below the cloud on the daily. We are above the cloud on the weekly, below the cloud on the 3-bar chart, and kind of in the middle of the cloud on the hourly chart. I see a nice downtrend here, and it certainly looks like we're having trouble, or we're testing. We're kind of flirting with the 200 period moving average. So, if you're short, it's still in a downtrend, absolutely. So, it's one of those things that if you're short in there like that, just make sure you have that stop in there. It's all about what price does and with the trend. And if trend, like right now, overall, the trend is still down, even price, even though we have this little rally right here, that's just a relief rally. It's still there, but at any time the bulls can pop it up here. So just mind your rules. That's the important thing. Just mind your rules, okay? Let's see. Hey, Vernon, you're looking at ENPH short. Yeah, that looks short. Yeah, it does actually. Can't get through that 50 period moving average. I trade with moving averages a lot. I use them creating scans and like bouncing from one moving average to another. Moving averages can act like magnets. They can act as resistance and support. So I use them a lot. And the reason is because it's proved to me over and over and over that they work. I mean, there you go right there, right? So why not take advantage of that? Something that is actually quite automatic. You don't even have to do anything to see it. And it's really super easy to scan with it. I do that a lot with my scanner that I use from Live Trading Alerts. So yeah, that definitely looks short. Hey, before we get too carried away, I want to mention that on Monday, this coming Monday, on the 17th, that happens to be St. Patrick's Day. Doug here, that's Doug, is having an open house, and everybody is welcome. So please tell your friends and neighbors, come on over, see what Doug's all about. He's a really good option trader. He's one of the best chartists I've ever run across. Very, very rule minded, and he doesn't mind sharing. So please come on over. So we'll see you there Monday, right? And you'll see a registration link in my social media, Facebook and X. You'll see a link in John, our day trading division, BYOB trading. You can pick up links over there for this, and of course, Doug will have links in his social media, X and Facebook. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Let's see here. Hey, Sean. Time for CDE. Let's see here. Well, I looked at CD this morning. I was contemplating putting that on my watch list. And here I'm looking at CDC. And I think without a shadow of a doubt, we can agree that, a lot of resistance right through here. So I'm thinking, do I want to buy this? And, that's 8% up there. Sure, yeah, maybe, but no, I don't, because I would rather it move over that area. So if I was to, and I really like doing this whole 50% thing right there. That's a great target, by the way, that 50% mark. But for 8%, I don't really want to trade it. But then again, please remember, anybody can trade anything. You just have to have a plan. This is important. Just have a plan. But it does look good, I have to admit. But I'm kind of thinking over that 50%, and then we can work with it to the upside. Maybe, maybe this time will be a breakout. It certainly hasn't been for one, two, three, or four times here. So maybe the fifth time we'll get it. But I did look at that early this morning. Yeah. Hey, Rickster, how you doing? eBay? Let's take a look. eBay for a short below 70, 64. Um, yeah, I think it's a short now, tell you the truth. I mean, like market opens up short. That's what I think. We've got a blue ice failure here. The T line is dropping below the trend indicator here. I'm sorry, the 50. This is also one of the setups that I scan for an awful lot, and that is where say price is below the 50 period moving average. I really don't chase the T line on this one, but what I'll do is I'll say I want price below the 50. And I do this on live trading alerts. I set up the scan. So I want a trending 50, trending up, and then I want price below the 50, and I want the trend indicator to be above the 50. And the reason I do that, it's able to pull in stocks close to the 50 period moving average. As long as a trend indicator is above it, it will pull them in close to that 50. And then, of course, um, I have two different types of scans. One like this, where the 200 is below because that's a target. And then I have one that has nothing to do with the 200 here. And then what I want to do is look at this overall chart, and that looks pathetically ugly, doesn't it? I mean, that's absolutely pathetically ugly. Big old top here, top here, top here, and here we go. So yeah, I think eBay is a fantastic looking short based on the chart as we see it right now. Thank you very much for that. Here, let's come over here. SMCI. I've been chasing SMCI, and yes, I think it is long right now. The plan for me, I'm not in it yet. The plan for me would be either a stop at the 50 period moving average, which is almost 11.5%. So that's a big no, that's too much for me. So I'm going to use the trend indicator. As long as that dot stays green, I'm good. It turns red, I'm not so good. So I'm out. It keeps my stock relatively, close to price, so it's not huge. So that would be my stop area. My target area here is going to be about that 50, 200 period moving right here, moving average. And it looks like there's another target right through these highs and then right in there. But yes, I think that's the setting up. It's held up very well down to the 50. We kind of went up, didn't get anywhere, went back, tested some more, and now it looks like the bulls are getting involved. So yes, I think this is a 2 thumbs up chart here right now. Let's go look at OKTA. OKTA. Here we are. Yeah, that's a long chart. This is what we call a gap and trap. This is a nice one. Thank you. A gap and trap. Here's your gap right here, and here we pull back to a 3/8 trap. And if you look at it, what are we doing? Low to a high to a higher low. Perfect, beautiful chart setup. So now it's follow the price. Follow the price, follow the T line. Excellent, excellent looking chart long. Excellent. Thank you for that one. Then I saw one more. Oh, CELH. This is another one that I'm chasing. It looks a lot like that SMCI. So, my plan for this would be, I'm not in it right now. So my plan would be if I bought it, say this morning, let's move down here. 5%, I could do that. but I'm not going to go 5%. I'll use the dots right here. So the trend indicator is if it came down and went below there, 4% would be my stop. Target target would be the dotted deuce right there. And then we're going to put that high for, whoops, do that again. That candle there for a high, and then the 200 for a target right there. So this is another two thumbs up chart right here. I love watching it. Let's see here. Hey, Rickster, AGI long. Yes, a trend is a trend is a trend is a trend is a trend. And when we have a trend like that, all we're going to look for is price action setups, chart patterns, things like that. So what do we have here? You know, we went up, we pulled back. I mean, you know, great area to be buying. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Well, here we are now looking like we're breaking out. That's an excellent buy area for a breakout. Yeah, very nice. There's several gold charts. Let's see, I've got a couple up here. Look at NEM. We're in that rounded bottom breakout. We rallied up, pulled back to that 50. You know, NEM may be moving up. WPM is another one. You know, again, a trend is a trend is a trend is a trend. There's your trend right there. Just using those green dots, you can see how we went sideways kind of right there. And here we're breaking out of that. Trend is continuing. Beautiful chart. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I want to point out JP Morgan. For whatever it's worth, notice it's on the 200 period moving average here. Just, you know, I have it on the watch list, so it's just one of those things. I want to keep an eye on that because if it starts moving up, I think that 50% line will be a very nice target if it starts moving up. And it's going to have to clear yesterday's candle. And then we're going to have the dotted deuce right here, that red line, kind of hard to see right in here on this one. But that's a modified 200 period moving average, and I use it an awful lot. But if I can see some bullishness on JP Morgan target up here, a couple of them, a couple others that I've got. How about Urban Outfitters for short? And here we are. We've got a top right in there. We went below the 50. We tried to recoup. We tried to get back going again, but Bear Bulls couldn't do it. So here we are back below the 50 period moving average. So right now, my targets are simply going to be those two moving averages right there. Now, that's just for a visual, to tell you the truth. That's all it is. Targets to me are pie in the sky or holes in the ground. It's all about what price does. You know, if you're short this, man, you're rocking, and you know we don't get there, and then all of a sudden we put in a green candle that looks like that. Targets are just pies in the sky. They're just places where you can look. You know, land ahoy, way over there. That's where I want to go. But you know, if there's big fish jumping, you're going to stop and fish. So it's just a direction I would like it to go. X. You know, a lot of people yesterday were talking about X, and you know, X to me, it's going to have to break out. It's caught between a drama spot right now, and you know, some of that drama needs to dissipate a little bit, and I think it needs to break out. If it breaks out, that might suggest some of that drama's gone. So as long as it's between drama and drama, it's going to be a crap chart as far as I'm concerned. If it breaks out, it might mean one of the drama side is dropped down. So keep an eye on X. That's one. UEC, that's still acting pretty good here. We talked about that yesterday. We came up yesterday. We pulled back. Well, we're opening back up over that T line today. So far, this is making a very, very nice chart pattern there. Okay. Last one, and then it's time to go. What is that? GDEV. GDEV. Whoops, try that again. GDEV. There we go. GDEV. So long, it's going to have to give me a little proof here. I kind of like the chart though. So let's see here. If we went long, well, that's 13%. So target for me would be right in through here. So if it could be picked up reasonably well here, I'm gonna pull that up to here. That's not a bad chart actually. Thank you. So I mean, I would kind of like maybe an entry in this level right there. And my stop is going to be about there too. We'll go a little lower for a stop, a little bit lower, not a lot lower. And then my first target, which, whether or not you abide by that or not, that's up to you and what price action is doing. But for me, a buy in here and then move up here, you're looking at 15%. That's enough money. And then reevaluate what happens through this area for maybe a higher move. Thanks for this. This could be an interesting play. Yeah, this could be a real wildcat. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, everyone. It is time for me to go. Market opens in 20 minutes. Those members here, thank you very much. We'll meet you in the trading room in about 20 minutes. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Appreciate it.